Hello friends, my name is Sumit Bhandari. On behalf of healthinsurancesahiya.com, I welcome you all. Today our topic is how to buy a policy at the age of 60 to 65. Look, practically whenever you're looking for a policy, normally people go to Google, YouTube, Instagram or some sort of platform where they try to take an idea what kind of policies are available or popular these days. But at the same time, people talk to their friends also. They try to take their an idea like what policy you have taken for yourself or policy for your parents. After a lot of discussions or taking lot of information, they get a lot of ideas or some data, which is normally you are getting through social media only. Sometimes people land up at a um, insurance portal, insurance brokers, where they do some sort of comparison. They put up their data, they give their date of birth, location, and try to take some recommendation from some insurance portals. What are insurance portals? You can talk about like Policy Bazaar. Um, we have a company like Policy X. Uh, there are a lot of companies like that. You once you visit there, now what the purpose of such companies is that they are insurance brokers, and IRD has given them mandate that you deposit certain fees, take a license of a web aggregator, and then you can provide some sort of comparison to your clients, anybody who's visiting your website, and you're supposed to provide them a unbiased opinion that what kind of policies are available, and you can collect their data also. Now, the problem lies with whenever you land up at such a website, that insurance portal, it has an option to display you around 600 products from around 30-40 companies in India. Normally, when you give your data there, immediately after some time, you start getting some calls from them. So now the only thing which you have done there, you have just taken some information, done some comparison, but your data is being, in a way, you have submitted your data to that portal and they started following you up. Their sales teams will come after you, they will call you 10 times a day. Why are they calling? They want to make some money out of it. And once they start calling you, IIT has no intervention there. It's some sales guy, 10 plus 2 graduate guy who is under a lot of stress because their boss is saying, okay, we are paying you 15,000 a month. Now you have to brought a lot of business. The only thing which they have fed them is some sort of, that is known as a lead. You are taken as a lead. Then they start calling you up, and once you get a lot of calls or once you visited their website, normally you end up seeing only 5 or 6 products out of, say 500, 600 products, insurance products in India. Why those 5, 6 products are popular on their website? Definitely there has to be some vested interest. Is there a benchmark? Is there some criteria? Is there a process? From our experience, the simplest way where you get this kind of information is, how much money an insurance company is paying to that insurance portal. And once they start calling you up, naturally you understand in marketing or sales, at any point of time, if somebody is calling you to sell something, they will naturally try to sell something which may or may not be good for you, but it is highly incentivized. You have to understand. So that is why once you do some sort of calculation, you will end up seeing there are only 3, 4 companies or 4, 5 products which are extremely popular on, I'm not saying in India, but on social media. So you have to understand how social media works. Once you are, there are a lot of people who are IT guys, so they understand that more you pay money to these social media giants or different platforms, so your name will pop up. It is like a ranking. Say you do some sort of search, best health insurance company in India in 2025. So naturally there are hundreds of products, few 30-40 companies are there. So how did you end up seeing only 5 or 6 policies on the very first page or very first screen at YouTube or some other platform? Naturally they have paid up more money. So like as a research analyst, once I try to finalize a good policy or find a good policy, first thing I try to see is how much that insurance company has been spending on advertisement. So there are companies which are spending only 5 or 10,000 rupees, 5 or 10 crore rupees a month on advertisement, and there are certain companies who are spending 30 crore rupees, 50 crore rupees, or maybe 100 crore rupees a month. So when this kind of disparity is there, as a consumer, once you land up buying a policy, most likely you will end up where, I mean, it may or may not be a correct source, but those guys have paid a lot of money so that you can easily identify these names or policy at various platforms. Now there are a lot of financially influencers. They take a lot of money from insurance company, and in the name of sponsorship they will say anything about a product. You pay them money and they will say anything about. So what happens, once as a consumer you're looking for a policy for your parents, what you end up getting at the end of the day is something which is not popular, something, I mean, it is something which is heavily advertised. The first thing you have to do once you're buying a policy for your parents or anybody between age of 60 to 65, insist that any company like who you're selling your policy, ask them for a compulsory pre-insurance medical checkup. At the age of 60 to 65, we don't know what is going inside my body, how much blockage I have. Maybe I just took a policy after 6 months or 3 months. If I have a heart attack, will insurance company cover it? If they have done a pre-insurance medical checkup, if a quality check is done, if an audit is done on human body, naturally they end up, I mean, they have to pay up the any kind of claim. They cannot refuse it. But what is happening? Most of the insurance company these days, they are not having a concept of pre-insurance medical checkup. Your age is 45, 50, 60, 70, or even 80. You buy a policy, nobody is asking for a medical checkup. Why? Because they are keeping a it's known as unforced error. From your part, you end up paying your money or your premium, but insurance company has given a sort of probability that at any point of time, if there is an early claim, they can always pinpoint, okay, you have forgot to mention something, or you have hidden this thing. So the first thing, which once you're buying a policy, insist for a pre-insurance medical checkup. Now, why I'm taking up this as the main point, reason being because most of the insurance companies, once you're buying a policy, barring I think only 1, 2, or 3 companies, no medical checkup is done for anybody at any age at all. What used to happen in 2016, once a person was buying a policy for like for themselves or your parents, 45 years and one day, so that is your age, you have to compulsory undergo a medical checkup. That was the norm just around 9 or 10 years ago. Now I don't know what kind of technology has developed that insurance company have totally forfeited this option. No medical checkup is done by, I mean, 99% of the insurance policy you're buying these days, 99% of the insurance products which are available these days, no health checkup is done. Your age is 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. No medical checkup is done at all. So as a consumer, sometimes you feel like you have been fed this information that if you buy a policy without medical checkup, it is easy to get a policy. Sorry, my dear friend. If you're buying a policy without a medical checkup, that means now there is a huge gap of responsibility. Now the whole responsibility lies on your side. You are supposed to give all declaration, and whether you're a villager, IT guy, maybe a locomotive pilot, you're doing any kind of work, literate, illiterate, or you have your health checkups done or not, when you're buying a policy, whole responsibility lies on you, because in the name of buying a policy, you're giving your medical declaration. I am fit and fine. If you have not done any quality checkup, if your company has not given a quality checkup in terms of a pre-insurance medical checkup, so what happens once you're buying a policy? The whole responsibility lies on you. Now, why do people these days talk about the claims have been rejected a lot? We are facing a lot of problems in claim. This is the biggest reason. Once you're buying a policy, you don't even think about this pre-insurance medical checkup. What has happened, like in 7-10 years ago, every company was insisting on a medical checkup. Now, due to a lot of social media activity, you are being fed this narrative again and again. Just buy a policy. Nobody talks about a pre-insurance medical checkup, right? So once you're buying a policy, if you're worried about your money and you feel like my claim should be paid, the first thing which should be done by insurance companies is your pre-insurance medical checkup. They should underwrite the policy on the basis of the medical test, some lab reports, not whatever the information given by you. right? Secondly, whenever you're buying a policy, try to buy from a source where a guy is selling or promoting 3, 4, or 5 insurance policies. Once you approach to a single insurance agent, like he is supposed to sell a particular product which may or may not be suitable for you, right? So why this concept of buying a more suitable policy? Look, every person has a different cash flow, liabilities are different, human body is different. Like genetics are different, diet pattern is different. There are people who can eat anything anywhere, they are fit and fine, and somebody they fall very ill, they have immediate acidity even after taking a half cup of tea or coffee. So human body is very different, every person has different cash flow, liabilities. So once you're buying a policy, you have to assess the risk. So if you say buying a policy for your parent, first thing which you have to do is we have to finalize a goal. What is our end objective? Why are we buying a policy? How much sum should I need? Specifically for my parents or for myself, if I'm above 60, how much sum assured is required, what kind of medical checkup I should do before buying a policy. There are a lot of factors. And once you finalize your objective, that this is my requirement or this is my need, then you start looking out for the most suitable solution for that particular need. What happen is, here most of the people, they have not identified their need correctly, that as per inflation or as per our risk, how much sum assured do I need today and for next 20, 30, 50 years. That is the first point. If I have not done that exercise, I may end up, most likely it will happen, I may end up buying a policy which was not suitable for me. It may or may not be very popular. So I'm trying to keep things very, very simple. Try to go for a pre-insurance medical checkup. Don't buy from a single insurance agent who is selling only one product, but he will try to pitch his product only. So you try to take multiple options. And third thing is, like, once you're buying a policy, some sort of, you must have an idea that what is my need. If you are not clear about these steps, most likely with the policy which you're end up getting, you might be underinsured, or you have bought a policy without following best practices, and despite paying your hard-earned money, you may end up in a wrong product. Or if there is a claim, a company can simply refuse to give you a claim, just blaming you that you forget to mention this thing. And if you don't follow these particular processes, the probability of claim rejection goes very high. So look out for our next video. We'll try to give you a lot of information related to policy and help you in buying a policy in a very unbiased manner, right? My name is Sumit Bhandari. My website name is healthinsurancesahiye.com. We are India's first fee only health insurance advisors. We are a consultant. We have been working into this sector for last more than 7-8 years, only advising. And for around more than 15 years, I have worked into health insurance sector. Previously, I worked as a health insurance branch manager in a company. And my qualification, I am a B in production. I worked in research and development in the automobile sector, and worked in various financial institutions. I am a certified black belt in Six Sigma. So this is my passion. For last more than 15 years, I am working only and only into health insurance. So the process which we follow when somebody talk to us, we try to identify their need. Then we try to suggest some sort of good recommendation as per their need. We don't recommend a policy with respect to the kind of commissions which we gonna receive, because we are not selling you anything. Will you contact us, we take our fee, we give you a particular advice, then it is 100% your choice. Wherever you feel like, you can go and buy a policy from your own like a place from of your own choice. So you can visit our website healthinsurancesahiye.com. You can visit our blog section, you can visit our FAQ section to understand what kind of processes we are following, and you can visit our services section to identify what kind of packages we have. And somebody who is good in like understanding Hindi, you can visit our Health Insurance Sahiye Hindi channel. So I request you to spend some time and understand what we have been doing. And if something makes out, you can contact us for any kind of consultation, right? Chaliye, thank you very much for watching this video. So I request you, if you like whatever we are telling you, kindly like the video, subscribe the channel, and help us in promoting this cause. Right? Thank you very much. Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.